Hello. I got church tomorrow. I just got out of the shower, by the way, so my hair is still wet, so it feels kind of funny in my hands. Feels weird. I've been hearing about this, like, the better your peripheral vision, the more trauma you have, blah, 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 blah. And so, like, no idea what that's about. I hear, like, 8-year-olds are just, like, over-exaggerating it, like, they're going as far as that, you know. Actually, I'm getting my head in the camera in frame. Let me, like, tilt the camera up so you can at least see my head the entire time. You can't hear, but, like, they're going, like, that. I can go about here and still see my phone. Don't know how far that was. Can y'all hear that on the camera? My sister is watching America's Next Top Model. Guess what? I got tons of energy up here. And, you know, human body. You know, so actually gonna be able to go for a bit. Not just 30 minutes, you know, like hours on end. I wish I could live stream on YouTube, but it says it like requires like to have 50 subscribers, and I'm close. I'm at 44. 6 more, and I can have my first live stream. So there was this thing at So my cousin, lucky for me, my cousin, um, I, let's just say I'm not the only weird one in my family. Well, let's not just say that, let's say more. My cousin is a theater kid, so yay. Let's go. So, yeah. Well, I always know because my cousin, my other cousin is weird like me, so I always know I'm not the only weird one, but, like, I like to know there's more than just my cousins that ain't also weird. But yeah, so they had like this performance thing at the school theater. Tonight, they called it a night at the theater. Pretty basic, where they just like had comedy skits and some people singing. It was really funny. I got teary-eyed during 2 of the songs. Um, the first one just had a beautiful voice, like great song. And also great accent. I don't think they had an accent. I'm sure they forced themselves to have that accent, but it was still a great accent. And then, I didn't know the name of the first one, but I know the name of this one. Empty Chairs and Empty Tables is from some sort of musical. Um, it's French, hold on. They had like a short cutaway, and during this short cutaway before the song, they even talked about how hard it was. Well, no, they just talked about how it wasn't pronounced how it was written. It was like that. It was a pretty popular musical. Well, like I've heard of it, but I don't know how to say the name. Les Miserables. Les. Lesmirables, I think. But yeah. So also a great voice, but then also it said like, all my friends are dead or something along the lines of that. And then I pictured all my friends dead, and I started crying because I pictured their grave, and it made me sad. Rest in peace, Vehicle, Merv, Garpy, and Yowie. You know, but like my cousin was in two of the skits. One of them was a short uh, a short Now You See Me, and so it's about these two people um trying to catch a plane to like a business trip, but it's really just a vacation. And so like they get interrupted by a hypnotist. My cousin is playing the hypnotist. Okay, and then they say hey, would you like to get hypnotized for $5? Um, and so like sure. So like and they, it was kind of funny because it wasn't like a real hypnotize. It was just like look in my eyes, sleep, and then they just fall. It was quite funny. But then so just like here you can have your $5 back if you just say your name. And but like you were asleep, so you know. Um, wait, no. It's like when you wake up, you won't be able to move or speak. You know, yeah. And then he just started talking to the husband, and just like, you're cheating on her. I know you are. Like I don't know how he knew, but like, just like, I know you're cheating. And then he was just like A, B, or no. He was like, what do the names start with? A, B, C, D. I would have found it really funny if it was Zoe, so then he would have to go through, my cousin would have to go through every single letter. But no, it was Janet. His name was Janet. I just, J drops a suitcase for some reason. And, but then kicks a suitcase when he was like, Janet? Yeah. He was like, ooh, you cheating. And then the wife was just like, just standing there because, you know, can't move or can't talk. Just so my cousin goes up there and says, blink twice if you want me to slap him. And then just, I know. And, so, you know, just, my cousin fake slaps him because, well, you know, this is fake and doesn't want to actually hit someone, you know, so, you know, but, yeah, and then like, okay, you can go back on your way, but first of all, give me your wallet. And then so, yeah, um, give me your dang wallet. Yeah, so, plot twist, my cousin was actually playing someone who mugs people, and there was this funny part where like, do you usually steal from people like this? And then my computer says, no, only to idiots who take up a $5 hypnosis. So funny, so silly. Yeah. So yeah. Um. And then like, okay. So, and then okay, go back to sleep. Now, wife goes back to sleep. When you wake up, you will be able to talk and walk again, and don't forget all about this. And you Every time you think of Janet, you're gonna picture me naked. And then wake up, and then so like wife wakes up. What happened? Husband, nothing special. Let's just go. Let's just go. And then the wife just you know, we should invite Janet on this trip, and then just you can just hear the husband gag because picture my cousin naked. You know. And then there was another one where they were a background character in the Lover Games, where it was Hunger Games, but they're getting picked to be a contestant in Love Island. I loved it. They were just a background character. No. But yeah, so it was absolute cinema. I got a lot out of my Halloween costume. We're having a school Halloween party on the 17th, so I could have most of my costume done by the 17th. Like, that's like 30 days. That's like a month, but like still, gotta lock in. If I lock in every single night on my Halloween costume, I could probably have it done by October 17th. Mm. One of my friends is being a dragon writer from one of their books, so that's neat. None of all my other friends are being. Are you dry yet? You've been looking wet this entire time. Okay, you're dry enough. Oh, and by the way, the husband's, so Janet from the comedy skit of Now You See Me, the hypnosis thing, Janet was a husband's, Janet was a wife's sister. Ow, my lip hurt. So, yeah, crazy plot twist. I gotta find my TV remote. You. For you or super awesome sauce. How would y'all say? Mine was great. I slept through most of it. But yeah. I can just hear America's Next Top Model. Let me give y'all a layout of my house. So, this wall leads to the outside. This wall, the wall with my little closet, that leads to my sister's bedroom. That wall, the wall opposite from this wall, leads to the hallway. This wall leads to the living room. Next to the living room, we have the kitchen. It's an open thing, okay? And then we have the hallway, which is like in the mid part between between the living room and the kitchen. Okay, and so we have two different parts. We have like a giant closet where like we store like um, power tools and brooms and paint and DIY stuff and our water heater and yeah, we also store a vacuum in there. So yeah, and then the one over there on the other side has like our almost a dishwasher, our clothes washer and dryer. Yeah. And then, so the door adjacent, I'm pretty sure adjacent means like on the opposite side. So the door adjacent from my door, which my door is on that wall, this, so like, it's in my room, it's adjacent to this thing. So my door's right there, and adjacent from my door is the bathroom door. Okay, so, and then we go another door over my sister's bedroom, my mother's bedroom, and my mother's bedroom has a little tucked in, like in between the bathroom and the outer wall, has my mother's bedroom. And then at the very end of the hall, we have like beach towels and, um, yeah, board games as well. Except some board games are in that one. Most of the board games are in my closet. And then we also have the attic door in my room. I'm out of water. I might go get more water. I'm gonna be like a waterholic for this video. I'm gonna get addicted to water. I forgot to get one from the fridge. Hold on, I'll be back. I was wondering why this was so warm. I'm guessing this one was freshly put in the fridge because it's still kind of warm, but it'll do. It's cold enough. I like chewing bottle caps. Ow. And still my inner cheek. If I run out of room on my camera, on my phone for camera, I'll post this one and then I'll delete it and then I'll have enough room again. You know. I'm just now realizing we don't have a backyard. Like, all we have is front yard. That's funny to me. Yeah, because most people's houses only have a front yard, and most people's houses don't have much of a front yard, and mostly a backyard, but ours is the opposite. Like, we have our property, and then our driveway leads all the way through our front yard, and then our house is, like, all the way backed up in a corner of our property, so, yeah. Ravenclaw tie. I don't know if I mentioned my sister getting married recently, but, yeah, I was the only person in, like, the room of guys that knew how to tie a tie. So that came as a shocker to me. Oh crap, hold on. What happened? It didn't triangulize. It's fine. And also, I've obtained pocket knife. So I can use that for cardboard. And I've tested it. It's a good knife. It is a really good knife. Am I allowed to talk about knives on YouTube? It's for educational purposes. There. I guess that'll, yeah. Our school has like a point system for books. So like depending on how big the book is and um like depending on like what grade level it's like meant for and stuff, like yeah. Depending on that, you'll get more points. Like each grade has a different goal. And like if you reach your goals, you'll get like a special prize every like during like for every semester, every 1/4 of a school year, every 9 weeks. So every 9 weeks, we have to reach our goal. So yeah, I got it. So our goal is to read 2 books and to get 15 points. So yeah, so I'm gonna be reading a lot more than usual because I usually only have to read 1 book for every 9 weeks because they usually cover enough points. But not only do they not only do my books not cover enough points, I also have to read more than one to get the thing. So yeah. So I'm actually gonna finish Wings of Fire this year. You know, I kind of had it mapped out to like I'm going to finish a book. I'm going to finish my Wings of Fire. I'm going to finish the Wings of Fire book series as I'm finishing elementary and middle school. Ours has it like grouped together, like it's both elementary and middle school, and then we move on to high school. So I'm going to move. I was planning on moving on to a new book series as I'm moving on to a new school. But I'm gonna have to finish Wings of Fire this year. But that's okay because it's still lined up in a way to where as I'm beginning 8th grade, I'm also beginning a new book series. But I wish it could have been lined up more. I mean, that one guy has like a gun of the day, so it stops getting targeted towards children. So I guess it's okay to show a knife. Alright, I think it's warm enough now. Okay. I thought I saw like a stain on my pajama pants and I just cleaned them, so I just did my laundry, so I was confused why they were already dirty. What if I put hot glue on a spider? Would that dispose of it? I know it's just living and it does no harm to me, but I absolutely fear them. And it's either fear in my own bedroom or a peace. No one gets dead. I hope to one day get like a camera so that I can listen to music while recording a video. There's this other skit where it was a like slumber party and it was a and they were all playing We Listen and We Don't Judge. It was a comedy skit. And so the first one the first one to go, which by the way is the one that played the song the one that sang the song Empty Chairs and Empty Tables. Yeah. So that guy his We Listen and We Don't Judge was um I ran over my brother's dog and I panicked, so I buried it in a sandbox. And he said it was yesterday. So that was funny. And then, so the second one to go was, what was it? It was, I forgot his. Um, the third one to go was, I've convinced my mother that our dryer eats her socks, but really I just take one of every pair, one from every pair, and I burn the socks. Yeah. And then the fourth one was, okay, this one is a big one, and, no, wait, no. It was, the one I'm thinking of was the fifth one. The fourth one, I'm tired of chewing that one. After a point, they start feeling funny in my mouth. That was a yawn. And I'm still kind of yawning. It's one of those yawns where, like, you don't do it. Well, now I'm doing it because I triggered it during a yawn. But, yeah. And it's one of the ones where you just don't do that, or you don't go, you just kind of just sit there as it does its thing inside of your throat. Have y'all ever experienced that? Yeah. Well, anyway, so the fourth one was, crap, I forgot it again. What was it? Oh, so I kind of liked this anime figure, and so the funny thing that was like, it was like a little detail that I don't know if other people noticed it, but the guy sitting next to the person saying, there was this anime figure that I couldn't afford, blah, 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 and she was holding an anime figure while doing it because, like, it was a slumber party, so they all had, like, a little stuffed animal, so he just kind of pointed to it and just slowly scooted away from her. I don't know if other people noticed that, but I did, and I found it hilarious. But yeah, so then, so there's this anime figure, and I couldn't afford it, but to make enough money, I sold my sister's ADHD medication, and, I replaced it with Benadryl, and she had to go to a psychiatrist, and kind of got diagnosed with some craziness, and, yeah. We listen and we don't judge. And then the fifth one, I kind of have, an addiction to ketchup, and you can't tell anyone. Please don't tell anyone, especially my psychiatrist. And I've been going good, but I've recently relapsed, and, please don't tell anyone I have an addiction to ketchup, especially my psychiatrist. And then, yeah, so then someone comes by, don't want any snacks? Please give me ketchup, please, please. And then as she's walking away, just, where are my socks? Because, oh, your kid said, I burned my mother's socks. Yeah. And then there was this other person that was, like, asleep during most of it, like, woke up during it, and, like, you think that's bad? I almost sold oregano to seniors, and they came back from the weekend talking about how high they got. We listen and we don't judge, and then it ends there. And there was also Frankie versus the Felons. So Frankie got kidnapped, and so it was basically just Frankie sitting there, and so Frankie has some sort of mental condition where, just constant talking and talking. It is like I forgot what it was called, but yeah, so it was just Frankie just constantly talking while the felons try to figure out what to do with Frankie, and so, like, just, please just shut up. And she does not shut up, and the FBI finds them because she just won't shut up. And so, like, I turn myself in, just get me away from this child. And then just, like, as they all just, please take us away, and the FBI takes them away. And then the kid is just still sitting there, just tied up. Just, um, guys, I still need the Wi-Fi password. The password is in IKidnap67. Can we get McDonald's? Yeah, just sitting there. And also, I have no idea who, but one of the people sitting in front of me just pulled out the camera and took a photo of Frankie. And so, by the way, this is like a senior sitting in just a little kid's costume. So, I don't know, guess to like, yeah, at least I didn't look like this. Yeah, but, yeah, so, pretty funny. There's this one guy, which I'm pretty sure is my friend's older brother, but I couldn't tell because last time I saw him, he was like clean shaven. But dude, he looked like Jack Stauber, like a lot, like, but like he had like a full beard, so like it kind of threw me off because, like, do I know that guy? I feel like I knew that guy. I'm pretty sure that's my friend's older brother. He he dressed up as Napoleon Bonaparte. One time I saw him all dressed up as Napoleon Bonaparte. Yeah. Oh wow, this has been on for a while. I'm just now realizing that. And that has been dried for a while. Yeah. There's also like this reinterpreted version of like Star Wars Revenge of the Sith. And it was if yeah, no, that's been in for too long. That came out of the hot glue gun way too easily. It is smoking. I need to unplug. It is burning my thumb through the thing. But yeah, so, Finn, the human, and Dipper. My thumb hurt. Maurice, I can't move it anymore. But yeah, so it's basically just if Obi-Wan, wait, no, if Anakin turned to the dark side. Yeah, so then Obi-Wan Kenobi and Anakin. I've never watched Star Wars, so I had no idea what was going on. I knew, okay, here's what I know. Anakin is good guy. Darth Vader is bad guy. Jabba the Hutt. Um, the meaning of different lightsaber colors. And, not, basically, universal Nazis. Basically what I know. And also the Force. That's all I know. No idea. Darth Vader is, Anakin Skywalker's, father. So, how was your day? Good, good. Imagine someone just actually talked to the camera and just said, my mother died. That's great. So, I'm now realizing that I've had this channel for a while. I haven't posted much, but like, I've had this channel for a while. So that's crazy. If I reach 50 subscribers from then, I'll have like a little celebration stream for 1 year anniversary of this channel. But I got a bit before then, so. Alright, I think that's dried. So I've been grinding on Idle Breakout. Um, it's this game on Cool Math Games. Me and my friend discovered it. So we've been grinding on it, and so my friend hasn't been playing it a lot, but I've still had like the game running and stuff, and I've been working on it and stuff. Um, yeah. So we've been well, I've been grinding on it, so I've gotten all 4 lasers. Um, I've been fighting some bosses lately, and, so yeah, got a few skill points. Um, yeah. There's also Eggy Car. Eggy Car has grown in popularity in our class to where, like, everybody plays it during like free time and stuff. But then they started saying it was meta, and so like they started like saying, "Hey, that's no longer cool to play because you've started playing it." I played it like at least a year before they knew what it was. So I don't want to hear it from them. But like they said it was weird because now even um y'all kind of kids are playing it. I played it before they even knew what it was. I just decided to get back into it. And I was actually kind of better than like a good amount of them. But yeah, they're saying it's meta now, or whatever that means. I had to cheat on this thing to get it to work. You have to basically just scramble the numbers and then get them back in order. But I found a way to cheat to where I remove the numbers and place them in the correct order. But yeah, I had to cheat to solve that. Like I was spending like months on it and I could not get it back to the correct way. I recently learned I'm able to whistle. I say that and then I suddenly get kind of bad at whistling. I don't know why I'm no longer hitting the right note, but like I I was able to hit it in a certain way and it was able to sound good. Are you dried? Where'd I put my testing stick? You're dried. Alright. I've been recording for 44 minutes and 44 seconds, but now it's a bit late, but like as I was saying it was 44 minutes and 44 seconds. That is unlucky in China, by the way. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure the Chinese word for four is similar to death, so 4 4s is unlucky in China. Yeah. We're learning about ancient China. We're currently learning about ancient Japan, but we're mainly learning about ancient Asia. But like we went from China, a little bit of Korea, and then so now we're learning about like the Chinese and Korean influences on Japan. Yeah, like how the Heian culture affected it. I'm pretty sure I actually had some homework. Yeah, no, I was supposed to work on that while I was home. I'll do that tomorrow because my backpack's in the car. But yeah, so if I read a chapter a day and uh, if I read a chapter a day, uh, then I'll get that done in like 3 weeks, and then I'll have 6 weeks to read book 10. So, I was the first 5 books in the Wings of Fire series. You know, I also have book 5 and book 7 in novel version. Now that I think about it, I haven't tested my pocket knife on cardboard. Um, this'll do. Don't like the sound it makes, but it'll do. Ooh, got a hole in my table. Okay, I'm on low battery. That might be another different reason for my thing to get interrupted. If I ever reach 10%, I will stop recording. But yeah. Alright, this side. You see, that's the thing about phone cameras is that the camera's over here. And I sometimes think it's over here, but it's not. It's not over here. It's not over here. It's not over here. Yeah. I really don't like that it's showing that I'm looking at the camera right now, but I can't see what I look like when I'm looking at the camera. So I look over here. But let me look at myself. So you see how that's not lined up? I should be going like this. But nah, I'm going like that. I don't like it. one of these days I'm gonna get good at art. One of these days I'm gonna get good at stop motion, because then if I get good at stop motion, then I could possibly make it in a way to where like I have like little cutouts of my like, so like I can draw stuff on paper and then I can take photos and then I can use those little cutouts and like, so like facial expressions and stuff, and so like kind of like gotcha life in a way. Anyways, I think I'll plug it in one more time and I think this tentacle will be done. I'm just now realizing how far I'm getting tonight. I'm finishing the tentacle. That's going to be the fourth tentacle. I'm then going to get to work on the head. Well, no, because I gotta get part of the arms. I'll get that part done and then I'll start working on the head. Hold on, let's see. Do I need a plug-in? Yeah. Alright. There's like a whole spider hotel over here of cobwebs. I can see it much better from this angle, but like, there's so much spider going on over here. I was about to lift up a hat, but there's a dead spider, like, hooked onto it. Ooh, I wanna be place where ooh, I wanna be at a place that I can call a place to get away from it all. That was a horribly sang version of a song by Will Wood. I can't think of the name right now, but yeah. Ooh, I wanna be at a place that I can call a place to get away from it all. Yeah. Oh, so, during the play thing, so they had, like, the, two hosts that, like, were, like, the cutaways from, like, segments where, like, so, like, a little song or a skit would end. And so then they were like, okay, everybody, so our next skit will be blah, 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 blah. You know, and yeah. And, like, they kind of give a bit of commentary on the last one. And so, like, on the stage, they both hate each other. And the main reason why is because they both have the same name. And so, like, I was this name before you were. Yeah, well, I fit the name better. I'm not going to say the name because, you know, if I say the name, then someone can find out who they are. And then after someone finds out who they are, they can find out what schools they go to. And then they can find out where my sister goes to school at. And then, yeah. The reason I'm really paranoid about that is because, well, like, first of all, I don't want to be, like, around, I don't want, like, a predator or something to find me. And I know people have the skills of doing it. So, like, you know, like, I've seen people find out where people live just based off of, like, a singular name they say. And I don't want that to happen to me, because then, again, like, child predators. So that's why I put my things as not targeted to children. Because I talk about stuff like that. You know. Then again, I'm smart enough to not be near child predators. But, like, I don't want to risk it because, you know, like, I know I'm not strong enough. Like, look at this. I know I'm not strong enough to beat up a child predator. I got the skill. Do I got the bronze? No, because Sure, I have the skills. I know how to snap a neck, but I don't have enough strength to snap a neck. So yeah. Is that right enough? Like, I don't feel like you're gonna move, but like, it's still kind of squishy. Okay, you're moving, but like, barely enough. Okay, so time to slide one more thing upon it. This is always the hardest part because it's, you know, threading the threading the needle through the hole, you know, like the tiniest little hairs. Wait, no, no, no. Threading the needle, you know. The tiniest little hairs will get caught on the ends and it'll bend. Snacks, that smiles back. Cannibalism. Mm. There's also this kid that I'm pretty sure is gay, but like I know is harmful and rude to assume things about people. But like, freaking look at him. Then again, I can't pull up a picture of him, but like, yeah, he was yeah. And then again, I'm fine with that. Like, I don't need to be threading this through. I just realized that I can just cut it right here, and then I'll just yeah. Mm, yeah. But so I forgot what I was talking about. So um, yeah. Whatever I was talking about. Yeah. Um, when did I suddenly go quiet? I just kind of just blinked out. Um, but yeah. So whatever I was saying. I'm about to reach 1 hour. Yeah. I gotta find a good editing website. Okay, you're getting too hot. I know it might be like harmful to the plug or something, but like that is my only form of unplugging it that I can access. A place to get away from it all. I don't know why that line stuck in my head. My favorite line by Littlewood is I try to see the glass as half full, but I probably just drink that too. Um, I don't know. It's just very catchy to me. But yeah, so let's go, Willwood. I can't clap, so snaps. How does a human being sound like that? I thought I just heard a squeaky toy, but no, it was it was it was someone from America's Next Top Model. I'm looking at my multiple Pikachu Lego sets that I have. I don't, me personally, I'm not that much into Pokemon anymore. I say as a Snorlax, as my Snorlax beanie is sitting right here. I don't really like Pokemon anymore. Like, I still like it, but like, I say I don't like it that much anymore. Like, I still like it, you know. I don't know why I said that twice. So I still like it. I, I, I just tell my family I don't really like it anymore because they've made Pokemon my entire personality. When I like other things more, like I still like Pokemon. Third time's the charm, I guess. Don't know why I've been saying. Oh no, my glove got glued to it. Um, but yeah. So I'm looking at my 3 Pikachu Lego sets, and also it's Lego, so I'm always gonna keep it up because you know Lego is great. I'm gonna show you all my 3 Pikachu Lego sets. And look at that, I've reached 1 hour and 1 minute, about to reach 1 hour and 2 minutes. Okay, so this is my first and my favorite. It's a little Pikachu, so first of all, it's able to spin while on the base. And so basically, it's kind of like that, but first of all, it's smooth, and second of all, it's a little Pikachu. Yeah, so this is my favorite. This one is the largest. I don't think this is official Lego, but like, so it's able to move around and stuff. It took me like an hour to build this, and so its head is able to turn, its arms are able to move, and it's also got a bunch of dust on it. Its tail is able to move as well, and so yeah, this is the largest, and yeah, I usually have them sitting like this. And then this one, I messed up somewhere while building it. So first of all, I've still been struggling to attach the head. Like the head, it's like it's normally supposed to be able to sit like that, but I have not been able to get it on correct for like the year that I've had this set. So yeah, and also I messed up some part in it to where it's supposed to run, but I messed up some gear in here to where it can only like, so like you can see the crank move when I move the arms up and down, but like it's supposed to look like it's running, but like the gear got jammed or something, so it's stuck like this. But yeah, so it's supposed to look like it's running. Yeah. I might take it apart sometime and try to rebuild it. There's also this, which is supposed to spin. And it's kind of like a treadmill. And so it's supposed to like look like the grass is passing by while it's running. And yeah, so it's just been sitting over there with a Pikachu head sitting on it like this. But recently, as you just saw, I got it to actually sit on it for a bit. I'm gonna try to connect the head, and also I just like I kind of just ignored the fact that I finally finished all 4 tentacles. What if I just connect it right there? Nah. I just heard some girl from America's Next Top Model laughing like SpongeBob. Like, I just heard the SpongeBob laugh. I don't know why you're not able to get on. And I don't know why the ear fell off. Yeah, but like, as you can see, it's a bit broken. But yeah. I also have a whole mystery shack. It's not. It's built like the mystery shack on the outside, and it has some stuff on the inside. But like, it's missing a lot of the stuff, and also I'm kind of realizing that that like there are some parts of the house that are like too big to like actually fit inside of the house, you know. But like most cartoon houses are like that. But yeah, so like not all the rooms can fit in there, but like the gift shop does not exist in there. Dipper and Mabel's bedroom is not in there. Like, so what's in there is the living room, Stan's bedroom. No, Stan's office. I actually think that's it. Hold on. No, I feel like there has to be at least more. Like, sure, it's missing some rooms, but there has to be more rooms than that, right? And I just broke off a piece of it. Gotta be careful with this one. It's a big one. Okay, so I have Bill Cipher sitting upon the roof. Yeah, this isn't official Lego as well, but so I'm supposed to be able to like how am I supposed to do this? I'm just gonna stick you right there because I have no idea what I did to you. I have no idea what I did to you. Oh, right, yeah. So that's what I'm supposed to do. These were supposed to slide out. So here we have Stan's office and, I can't really see, living room and kitchen, I guess. Yeah. So yeah, that is just it. And also got a little TV right there. But yeah, so that's sadly it. That's sadly all I have. What? Alright, well, I guess I get to make sure you're on correct. Oh wait, no, that's upside down. Okay, I'm just gonna, like, just set it down like this in hopes that, like, it's not on correct, but I'll just leave it like so. Oh, and then I also have this guy. Yeah, I'm gonna take Bill's cipher back. Oh wait, what? I knocked off the umbrella. I knew I dropped something, I just didn't know what. I'm glad it was the umbrella. Because that way I could find it afterwards. That way I knew what I dropped. So. Okay, hold on. You know what? I'm gonna take down those letters on that thing I have. I did karate for a bit, so that it has like my white belt, my yellow belt, and like I gave up like halfway through, so I don't have every single belt. I have 5 belts, but it also has my name on it. So I'm gonna remove the letters so that I can turn the camera so that y'all can see me like full body standing up, and so that I don't have to edit that out anymore. Okay, some of the adhesive stayed, so I don't think I can't even see it, so I don't think the camera can see it, but yeah. So I'm gonna turn it like this. Might look weird since different angle. Can y'all see full body? Can't see my head, but y'all can see my hands. Which that's a more important thing for y'all to see. So we have a 1, a 2, a 3, and a 4. Hold on. This is every tentacle, and I'm proud of myself. not gonna store these while I work on other stuff. That's really sad. Um, okay. What what do I do now? Okay, I just got a 10%, so like perfect time to cut since I've finished the tentacles. So I guess farewell. I love y'all. I finally got them done. Yay. I'm gonna take a little break with my phone charging. Yeah. But it was a perfect time to end because got those done. So next video, depending on how long my break takes, it'll either be me digging or me working on the rest of the arms. So like the little parts that like, yeah, so like my arms, and then when I finish my arms, I'm gonna be working on the two heads. Yeah, so farewell. I love you guys. Please like or comment, possibly subscribe if you like watching someone work on a Halloween costume for like hours on end. I need to make a Halloween costume playlist. I've made a digging playlist if y'all want to watch those so that y'all can get it in chronological order. Ow, my hair. Um, so yeah. I have this over here, which it was originally like, but it's been so long and I've like came up with better ideas. I think I'm just going to like not use this, but like I still have this. Yeah. But yeah, so farewell. Love you guys. Share with me if y'all like watching someone work on Halloween costume or digging and talking about their life. Peace.